Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Today is the letter X, and as I mentioned yesterday, I'm going to be doing something a little different. But first, I wanted to show off the last, because then I'm going to run out the gamut with this one, the last of my Halloween type knickknacks. We have the reprint and complete collection of the old Tales from the Crypt comics from Terror Comics. I got this on eBay for myself a few years ago because why not? They're just amazing. If you've never read them, they are incredible, and if you haven't seen the series, please do so. And I wanted to give you something nice and, colorful to look at. This is going to be a bit of a shorter one because, as said yesterday, I do not own any movies beginning with the letter X at all. So instead of skipping over it and ending on Halloween Eve, I thought I would go through some movies that I've seen but do not own, either on YouTube because they're public domain, or from Mystery Science Theater, which is a show that everybody should watch. Period. Cheap plug for them. So I'm going to pause real quick. I'm going to show you the title and the cover in case you want to look it up on IMDb, and then I'll tell you a little bit about it and my thoughts and whatnot. So pause for a moment. Dramatic jump cut, and here we go. From 1956, the first one is titled X the Unknown. You check that out. Okay, and we're back over with Tales from the Crypt. X the Unknown, I think I saw this on YouTube somewhere. Like I said, it was 1956, and back in the era when it was very, very common for horror and science fiction to be kind of lumped into one, whereas these days they're more split apart. But it just seemed like that was the way of the movie industry. Sci-fi and horror hand in hand. But this one, it's a UK film, I believe. Yes, it is a UK film. And it is directed by Leslie Norman with an uncredited credit to Joseph Losey. So basically, the army is drilling at a remote Scottish base, and because they're using radiation drills, which I don't know in 1956 if this was an idea of what we were going to actually be doing. And that's another great thing about these old movies, is you can see what their ideas of the future were and just how close or not we were. So it attracts a subterranean radioactive entity of unknown nature that's kind of mud-like. It's soldiers are getting radiation burns, chemical burns. It absorbs radiation from any source, grows bigger and bigger, and the original tagline simply read, "Nothing can stop it," all in capital letters. But did it? You'll have to watch that and find out. So that's X the Unknown. All right, we're going to pause for yet another second, and I'm going to show you the title of the second choice. And boom, back to IMDb we go, and this is X, the Man with X-Ray Eyes. Yep, it was a thing. You can see original title X came out in 1963, directed by the great Roger Corman. Pause for a minute, because my hands are shaking. Better. So as you can see from the little blurb, a doctor uses special eye drops to give himself X-ray vision, but the new power has disastrous consequences. This movie, I think I saw this on Mystery Science Theater. I know it's got Ray Milland in it. I totally butchered that one. And weirdly, Don Rickles is in this movie. So yes, you have the doctor, world-renowned scientist. It's kind of like the one where they cut off the hand to replace their own hand or the hands of a loved one, and then it turns out that the hand possesses them. But this drug that he creates lets you see beyond the realm of sight. So basically, what would that be in the 60s? Because this came out in 1963. Ultraviolet light, infrared light, and whatnot. And yes, it also allows you to see through objects. So naturally, the scientist's funding is cut off. So what does he do? Why, let's continue to test the drug on ourselves. So Yes, he can go through clothes, he can go through walls, but does he break the universe? Probably not, because we're still here. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up because I don't know how good it was since I don't actually have anything. But I gave you two interesting movies to check out. You may have seen them, you may have heard of them. If not, you're better off for it. So for the moment, we're going to put a pin in the letter X. We'll be back tomorrow with the letter Y. I actually do have two movies for that. Tales from the Crypt will be back, and then we're going to wrap it up on Halloween with Z, or Z for the Europeans and Canadians. So there you have it. Let me know down below what you thought. If you've seen anything good with the letter X, because, like I say, I just simply don't own anything, and there are a ton of old sci-fi and horror movies out there like it. Let me know in the comments. Take it easy, everybody.